Hello everyone, Gernobly here. This is my second video. I'm going to be doing it on the cash shop and some of the options and stuff you have in the profile page. So first off, as you can see here, you acquire as you play both riot points and influence points. Now riot points are the cash currency, so the ones that you get with real money. But at the same time you also get small amounts as you level up. I believe at certain intervals, like at level 3 I just got some, and I believe you get a little bit more at a couple of the other levels. And you'll also get it sometimes during special events. But mostly you'll get that if you pay money. While IP is something that you gain at the end of every match. Depending on what match you get, there's also the win of the day bonus. There's lots of different ways to acquire it. And that's the general currency that you'll be using for most things. So when you go into the cash shop, for RP, you can use it on any of these things on the left here, except for runes. What runes are, I'll go into in just a second. And IP, you can use for pretty much anything here. I don't think boosts or bundles, as well as ward skins or champion skins, but you can use it for champions, which is where you'll spend most of your IP, and runes, which is where you'll spend the other bit of your RP, or your IP, sorry. I guess I'll just flip through and just show you some of the costs that you can see. 6,300 is the highest a champion will be, except for during the first week that it comes out, and 975 is the RP cost. I believe that's around $10, and it goes all the way down to some of these fairly cheap champions, which there's actually quite a few of to get started with, that are only 450 IP, which I actually have enough right now to buy one of these. And an even low amount of RP, which I could actually get one as well. So with this only being level 3 and just starting out, I actually have enough to buy 2 champions, it looks like. I could almost buy this Anivia, who's actually normally a 3150. So that's pretty cool. In terms of runes, I guess I'll explain what those are. As you can see, they're very small bonuses from what you can see. You know, a little bit of ability power, a little bit of health, a little bit of attack speed. And where you use them is actually in your profile page under runes. And you can see there's this big rune page here. And what happens is as you level up, as you can see, I have 3 of these slots unlocked. Each color has a different rune that goes into it. And certain colors are better for certain types of stats. But if you wanted to, you could put just all attack damage in all of your slots. And what happens is as you level up, every level you unlock one new summoner slot. So as you can see, there's all these different, you can see the level requirements there. And then every 10 levels, you get a quintessence, which is these sort of sun-shaped over here. The quintessences are the most powerful. But overall, once you get enough of them, they end up starting to add up to quite a bit of an early game benefit, for sure. And you can actually have 2 different rune pages here. So once you get enough runes, you can actually have, say, one page for ability power champions and one for attack damage champions. The other thing that happens as you level up is Masteries. So Masteries, as you can see here, you can have as many pages as you want, unlike rune pages that you'd have to buy more with riot points. But as you can see, you can take these rune pages, just like with rune pages, you can actually change the name of them, which I forgot to mention. You can actually change the name of your mastery pages. So here I have one that's called Mana, so I'm putting stuff into mana regeneration, and you know, in defense, maybe I'm putting them into durability. And during champion selection, when you pull down your drop-down menu on Masteries, it'll say the name of what mastery page you have, just like it does in runes. Eventually you might even have a mastery page for specific characters. One just completely dedicated to one character or one role of that character even. And right here you can just see what sort of spells the champion spells and when they actually unlock at. These are some of the later ones, and you can even click on them and get sort of a short description of what they are. So one of the other tabs here is champions. This is another important one. Now what you see here is all of the champions that are available. All the ones with exclamation marks are the ones that are free to play. Over here you can sort by what are available, not available, owned. You can sort if you just want to look at the carries, any of these. Nice sorting section. Very good one to get started with is just what's available. So these are all the champions that you can play with right now. And eventually maybe once you get enough champions, owned would be a good one to look at as well. And one thing that I forgot to mention, and I don't remember if I mentioned in the previous video, is that all these champions that are available here are on a rotation. So in League of Legends, every week there's a list of free champions that they allow. It's generally the same amount, and they're spread out throughout the roles. Every week this changes on Tuesday, and it ends up rotating through every single character that they have. So all of these different champions. So if you're really wanting to try somebody out, eventually they will come out for free. I believe there's even some sites that you can look at to see the past free champions. You could even go back into the on the League of Legends website, their news feed. They say what champions are new every week, so you could look back that way. And the last thing that I wanted to touch on during this video is item sets. So what item sets are, so just like when you play a champion, over on the when you go to the store, on the left hand side it has all of the recommended items. When you make an item set, you can actually make a list of items that you want your character to have during a specific map and a specific character. So what I've done here is set up one for Ashe on Summoner's Rift, and you can specify what sort of names you want each of the sections to be called, what items you want in them, and it's even nice and easy just to say move things around if you put them in the wrong location, and you can just keep adding as many as you want. It's very nice. You can even add a whole list of items into one section if you wanted to. So whatever you want to do here, so say you go on to the internet and you find a build that you want to use, you can actually make a item set of that build, so you don't have to keep alt-tabbing during the game or try to remember exactly what items they wanted you to buy in what order. Other than that, that's about all I wanted to talk about this video. I hope everybody enjoyed themselves and learned a little something. Hope everyone has a great day, and I'll talk to you all